Hello everybody and welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset as we start week 8, game 8, and it's the Battle of the Borough week. And I've got with me the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors, head coach Will Kriesky. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well.
Well, come away with a win right before the break, 28-14. Got a hold of Siegel and got a big W. Talk a little bit about it right before the break.
Yeah, it was a tough game. We didn't play a very good first half. Our first half was probably one of the worst first halves of football we played in a while.
Was you just not in it when you got there, or mentally brain somewhere else? Penalties, slow start. What were we?
Really, mainly just a slow start. I mean, they were driving. We stopped them. Gaston chased the kid down. They called a horse collar. He chased him, grabbed him by his jersey.
15-yard penalty, Coach.
15-yard penalty, so they moved the ball. We stopped them again. They punted. We muffed the punt. They recovered. And then 3 plays later, they scored.
So it's 7-0?
7-0 right off the bat.
That's the reason why we got that score. We're like Siegel's on top 7-0 as we were doing our game. Continue on, please.
So then we still kind of back and forth. We moved the ball, but didn't get in the end zone. They got the ball. I think we went back and forth, and then we got it. They scored one more.
14-0.
They threw the ball real quick, got inside on a safety. And
they say the quarterback's tough.
And the quarterback's pretty good. He's really good. He was district MVP, a region MVP last year. And then they got up 14-0. We got a score before half. Made it 14-7. We went in and talked to our guys and kind of got a little personal one-on-one with them and challenged them. We really challenged them and asked them, how they would feel wake up Saturday morning with another loss. And it was a totally different ball club after halftime, and we scored. We answered, opening kickoff, took it down and scored, made it 14-14, played great defense, got up 21-14, again stopped them 28-0, and the whole time, we were turning the clock, and they were running. They were taking their time, so the clock was moving pretty fast. I think the first half is probably one of the first halves of football I've been around. That clock was, I look up, I think we were at halftime around 7:33, 7:34. So it was a very fast first half.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what time did you get out of there?
We were done. Well, I know my brother, because I was checking his score. I know he was still in the fourth quarter. While we were on the bus on the way back to Riverdale. His game, we unloaded everything. I got in the office, and of course he played a double overtime game that week, and I was packing everything, loading the laundry up. Kids were gone before his game was finished.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So go away with a win. We let the kids off. Then let's start in and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of last week. How did that run?
We gave the kids about 5 days off. They didn't come in on the weekend. We usually bring them in on Sundays. They didn't come in either weekend on Sunday, and then we gave them all the way. Coaches met on Wednesday.
Okay.
Started putting everything,
last week.
Yeah, started to put all the game plan, everything together. And of course, we did stuff through those other days off and everything. And then brought the kids in Thursday and Friday. Got 2 really good.
Is that full pads?
Yeah, got 2 really good work days.
Did you feel like they were refreshed, fired up when they came back on that Thursday and Friday?
Yes,
you felt like
they actually, I asked them what time they wanted to come in, and they all wanted to come in at 7:30. So we brought them in 7:30 on Thursday morning.
Letting them make the decisions. It's their team.
Exactly. So and everybody showed up, so we were pleased with that. And so we got 2 really good days in. We watched a lot of film, studied Oakland a lot. Come out here and work. Thursday was kind of mental reps, introducing a lot of things, and then kind of cleaning up some technique stuff. And then Friday was really get after them, really physical day, knowing that they'd have 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to recover from it.
51st meeting of this game, and the game started back in 1974, and you've been a part of many of them. I started being a part of them in 2012. It'll be my 8th regular season one, but it's kind of hard to put into context when you're trying to tell a kid, when you're a freshman, all the way through your senior year, you're only going to get 4 of these. It'll be 2 at our place and 2 at their place, and it's kind of hard to explain that, isn't it, Coach? Because after you get out, you realize how short it is.
Yeah, and you don't, these kids don't realize, when I got here in 2009, I was fortunate. We beat them, we upset them that season, 2009. They had Tim McAdoo.
Yep.
And they were just coming off a state championship.
Yep, I remember.
And we played a really tough ball game that year in the regular season. And then we saw them again in the quarterfinals. And we were very fortunate again to beat them in the quarterfinal game. And so. And
then I think you ended up over at Blackman during that time or somewhere.
We played Blackman in the second round that year.
Okay.
Because Blackman beat us week 10 that year. And then we come around and saw them in second round, and then we had to go through Oakland in the quarterfinals. So, and that was very special to start out, and we'd like to, get that back going.
I guarantee it.
It's been a long time. And you know, we talked about it last year. If there's Riverdale people that didn't come to any ball games, this is one game they circle.
They're going to be there.
Yes, yes. And there's always a lot of people here, and a lot of people supporting, and you know, people want to, you know, Riverdale wins, they're going to wear their Riverdale stuff on Saturday and let all the Oakland alumni know, you know, who won. And so, you know, people take a lot of pride in that. You know, it's more than just a game for them. You know, it's about talking to friends and co-workers and family members, you know, because some families are split between Oakland and Riverdale.
Absolutely. And you know, John Jones, our sponsor, graduated from here.
Exactly.
But his son graduated from Oakland. And not because of anything, it's because of where he lives. He does live on that side of town, and he is zoned for Oakland and everything. But that just shows you the parity of how it changed.
Yeah, and you know, there's people over here, you know, that play now for us, that maybe their dad or somebody played at Oakland and things like that. You know, there's been guys on our coaching staff that played over at Oakland and things like that. So, you know, Coach Field is one of them, you know, played at Oakland. He's in the Hall of Fame over there. So it means a lot. It still means a lot. It means a great deal to this community, and it's going to be a great atmosphere Friday night.
Well, you know, it'll be the first game on the carpet. The first game really on a new turf. You did play at MTSU years ago before you and I were a part of this whole thing. But that was, I guess, on what they call concrete carpet. It was just basically, I guess, the old true AstroTurf rolled out with no padding and then a concrete surface.
Yes,
that back then, that's what they played upon. How do you feel like this week has gone? I mean, we make no bones about it. We've been transparent all season about what's going on and everything. I mean, how do you stop this bunch of guys? I mean, you know, they're it's unbelievable.
You got to be very disciplined. If you're not disciplined, if you make a bust, they're going to score.
Yeah.
I mean, you see right off the bat, you know, they went vertical and threw the ball deep on Blackman, one of the very first offensive play, and made a good run. Blackman did a good job holding them to a field goal that series. But the thing that really impressed me is their special teams.
Oh my goodness!
That's really impressed me. They do really good, and they win every ball game all year long. They've won the special team. They've come away capitalizing on the special team, either block punt, return punt, kickoff, something, and they do an excellent job with their special teams. So not only do we have to play great offensive and defense, but we have to be really good special teams wise.
Well, you know, and we wasn't being mean to Coach Hartsfield or to Blackman or anything, but Coach Edie and I were talking in the broadcast against the Blackman and Oakland game, and we're like, he scored every way possible, except the only thing, you know, defense need to score. I think a kickoff return is the only thing he did not score in that category. Scored in punt return, they scored a field goal. Defense scored on a fumble recovery. I mean, you know, it's devastating sometimes if they get riled up, or as we say, get happy.
Yeah, they do a good job of creating turnovers. Also, they've done that a lot. You know, all their games, and once, like you said, once they get going and the momentum goes their way, you know, they feed off turnovers and they feed off special team scores, and that's what makes them a great football team.
You know, you're going into this thing. You've got all your guns, so you know what you got is what you got, and basically he's got most of his guns and everything. You got to feel good about that going into the game. That, you know, you don't want to be hindered or injured a little bit in one spot or the other. You want everything you got when you go into this thing.
Yeah, and you know, I think our kids are excited for it. You know, and they're ready to go out and compete and see what they can do against one of the top teams in the state. So we're excited and we're ready to go.
What's changed as far as how you go about this game from the first time you coached in it till this time?
Well, I mean, you know, just like the kids, it's just experience and know what you expect and know what you see. I mean, Coach Kriesky does a great job on all phases, so you've got to be prepared offensively, defensively, and special teams. So you've got to make sure everything's aligned and ready to go. Faculty
and staff administration, they'll all pile in. War wagon will roll out on Friday. And what time you expect to go over? About 4, about 4:30? You expect to be there?
No, we'll be there probably a little closer to 5:15. So we'll head out and get there and make our trek across town and get ready to roll.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be Friday night off Patriot Drive at 7 o'clock at Ray Hughes Stadium, the Battle of the Borough, the 51st meeting, and we'll be there with Stork Vision. Y'all be there also.